In this final video, I want to give 4 tips on how to prepare for your interview. So the first tip is to reread your essays. Reread all of your essays from all of the schools before you go into your interview. Why? Well, you've just spent the last 6 months, or if you're working with me, maybe even the last year and a half, honing those stories, selecting and honing the most perfect stories and the most important stories of your life. So why would you tell any other story but those stories? So by rereading your essays, you start to get the narrative and get it living inside you. How do you practice further? And this is tip number 2. Practice telling the stories at different lengths. Do not memorize a story. Do not write it down word by word. This will give you the worst possible interview result. Instead, try and tell the same story in 2 minutes. Then try and tell it again in 1 minute, and then in 30 seconds. And you can do this with a timer. And if you do this with all 5 or 6 of your main stories, at the end you will have the narrative so well baked inside of you that you'll be ready to give it as a cake to anyone. Terrible metaphor, but anyways, it kind of works. One good structure to tell a story is the PAR structure, or problem, action, result. So we had this crazy day at work, and then this happened, and then I did so-and-so, and the result was we saved $1 billion. Fantastic. Classic structure if you want to know how to tell a story. So that's the second tip. Third tip, you should practice with a friend. And why do you need a friend? Because an interview will sometimes surprise you. And if you're practicing by yourself, you can't get surprised. It's like tickling yourself. So practice with a friend, and importantly, have them throw you some difficult questions. You can give them a list of questions from the internet. They're all over the place, no problem. And have them throw you some zingers. One, for example, that I like to ask my clients is, oh, and if you got into this school and you got into Harvard, where would you go? And then the clients will get a little bit flustered and like, I don't know, your school? And they sound very unconvincing. So it's nice to kind of throw them off a little bit with a curveball and have a friend do that for you. For the fourth and final tip, you can do something that I don't like to do and I never do, and that is video yourself and then watch your videos. As you may know, if you've seen any videos of yourself, and contrary to our kind of Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok mentality, there is nothing worse, at least in my opinion, in the world than seeing and hearing yourself in a video, because you see every flaw and hear every mistake and every awkwardness, and it's there for all of eternity in the cloud forever. So, which is why I never watch my videos. I make them, launch, and then they go. But you should watch your videos, because then you will start to find a few points to improve. So video yourself a few times, watch it, and get a sense of what's going well, what's going not well. You can get opinion from a third person if that helps. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have fun, good luck, and get accepted.